All right, let me share my screen and then we'll start. Okay, so I can see most people already join. All right. Hi everyone, welcome you all in the session. And today we are going to start this Palo Alto Next Generation Firewall session. And I'll be your instructor, and I'll throughout the session I'll help you to just make sure you have the right understanding, right approach, and right knowledge to perform your any kind of the Palo Alto related firewall troubleshooting, configuration, any kind of the best use cases which is going to use for your design and implementation as well. So we'll all discuss and we'll start from very scratch where I'll just give the brief introduction about the Palo Alto firewall and also about the next generation firewall. Also we'll discuss in very depth what was the previous way of doing the firewall things in the networking and security domain, and now how the things has been changed, and that's why it's become a next generation firewall in the new digital era, right? So we'll try to explore all the things, and also we'll try to understand different firewalls use cases like FortiGate firewall, uh, checkpoint firewall, Palo Alto firewall, Cisco ASS. We'll try to compare some key features, why you should learn about the Palo Alto, why you should learn about the FortiGate, why you should learn the checkpoint, and which are the best firewall available in the market. So these all things we'll try to explore one by one in our all upcoming session. But yes, today we are going to more about the like basic fundamentals of the firewalls, and also we talk about the certifications. Also, we talk about the what kind of the learning outcome you are going to get throughout the session. This kind of things we are going to discuss today. So before I start this session, I would like to know if anyone have any kind of the question in your mind and you want to discuss before I can go and start my presentation. You can ask me, and then we can start our journey. Anyone have any kind of the question in your mind? Anything you want to discuss before I can go and jump in the discussion? Let me know. If you have anything, please feel free to discuss with me. If no, then I'll continue. Okay, so I can sense like you all are silent, so I just taking as a no. So let's begin. So once again, welcome you all in this session, right? And this is the Palo Alto firewall that is going to be discussed from the basic to advanced, and the Guinet technology is going to be help you to give you the lab access. Also, it is going to give you the all documentation, and I'll be the instruction just complete the curriculum and help to all step by step approach how to journey is going to be look like. So if you have any questions, any kind of the suggestions, feedback, you can reach out on this support number. You can visit our websites also, and you are going to find a lot of informations. So you can just learn about more about the Guinet technology and their courses, right? So let's move. So how this course structure is going to be look like? How much training duration is going to be happen? What are the training methodologies you are going to use? And what final learning outcome is you going to get? So basically, because we are going to discuss about the Palo Alto Firewall, so in this Palo Alto Firewall, we are going to start this batch on the weekdays 8:30 p.m. IST to till 10 p.m. IST, and this is going to happen in a 3 day in a week, right? So that is going to happen a 3 day in a week. That means we are going to start either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, or might be we are going to happen Tuesday or Thursday or Saturday, like that. So it's like it is going to happen in a 3 day in week, or might be if it is not possible for the everyone. So what we can do, we can have the extended session 2 day in a week, 2 day in a week, like might be 2 hours per day, 8 to 10, or might be 30 to 10:30, like that. So in per week, we are going to cover more than 4+ hours. And then within the 2 months, we are going to, and 2.5 months, we are going to complete this entire training program. Right. So this is how it is going to happen of the course training. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that duration and timings and all. The quantity of the training is going to be always same, and because I'm the instructor, so I'll make sure everything is going to align as per the course, as per the syllabus. So that definitely we will discuss in very detail. The training is going to be offline, sorry, online, not offline. Because why it's not offline? Because I know you people are in a different geographical location, different city. So right now, because all are working from the different shifts, so it's not possible to bring everyone on the offline. So that is going to be online and complete live training, instructor led training sessions, and where I'll just explain each and everything about that, hands-on knowledge, right? How you can do the labs and how you can do the each and every kind of the lab testing for the different feature of the Palo Alto Firewall. So that I'll discuss, and that is going to give the very good effective learning experience, because the lab is very important. So if I discuss about the lab, so lab is going to be always available with you all, and you are going to get the lab access, which is going to available 24 into 7. So how it is going to be access? So basically the lab is going to be access from the any of the internet platform. You can go and access from the any browser. You just require the internet access, and you just have to access the rack, and you have to give the username and password. So likewise you can see I'm in this particular dashboard, and here if I'm going, I just have to put my username and password. Similarly, you guys are also going to get a username and password, and based on that, you are going to log in this particular Palo Alto firewall. So in this, we have the lot of topology. Means we have the lot of labs. You can see Palo Alto, CCNA, CCNP, Scalar, FortiGate, Versa SD-WAN, so Cisco SD-WAN. So you guys are going to get the access of the Palo Alto firewall, because you are just going to learn about the Palo Alto firewall. If somebody is going for the more than one firewall or other CCNA, CCNP, and SD-WAN course, so they are going to get that access as well. So whatever the course you are going to do, that you are going to get access from us, and you can perform the labs. So these labs are like topology are created, because I'm going to use the same topologies when I'm going to deliver the trainings. So you guys also have to use the same topologies, right? Because these are the pre-built topologies, so you don't have to waste your time to just creating a topologies. And trust me, all use cases, means whatever testing you have to perform, that entirely going to perform in this all lab topologies. So different one is the master lab. This is my master lab. In this lab we are going to do a lot of things. This is a master lab, but we have the another lab, like we have the VLAN based lab, you can see here. So sorry, this is the master lab, this is the master lab, this is the VLAN based labs. I want to do inter VLAN routing, DSCP server integration, I want to do tap mode, I want to do the vWire. So I'll explain. If I want to do the layer 2 interface mode, if I want to do the day 0 configuration, which likely will do the next class. If I want to do the active HA configuration, that have the different lab. If I want to do the panorama, that we have a different lab. Active passive, we have the different labs. Side to side VPN, we have a different lab. Global protect, we have a different lab. So you have the multiple flavors of lab, and these multiple topologies are going to use for the different kind of the testings, which is going to align with the course curriculum. So you don't have to worry. I'll go and do one by one, and you just have to follow my path, so that you are going to get the right thing how to do the labs. Okay. And these labs are going to be available 24 into 7. So you don't have to worry about anything. You just have to get internet access from your laptop. Might be you're in the office, you are in the home, but laptop is required, because you cannot do on the mobiles, and you can perform the labs. Okay. So finally, once you done this training, so you are definitely going to add a new skill in your CV, new skill in the resume, and based on that you are going to get new opportunity from the market, and you are going to get new jobs. Might be you're going to promote it within the organization from the L1 to L2, L2 to L3, or might be for already L3, so might be you're going to add then L4 consultant and architect role. So it's totally depend on the current job role, current your organizations verticals, but definitely you are going to get lot of knowledge, where you understand how to define the security policy, that advanced security policy. You will learn how to do step by step from zero to hero level of the configuration, means from basic to advanced level of the firewall configuration, step by step, where you will understand about the routing, how it is going to happen in the Palo Alto Firewall. You are going to understand the policies. You are going to understand about the NAT rules. You are going to understand about the advanced threat preventions, application, how it is going to be identified. And based on that, lot of things, AD integration, you are going to understand different kind of the software application process, object. Guys, anyone have any question? Someone want to ask something? I can see somebody is speaking. Maninder and Anthony, you guys just are asking something? Okay, please mute. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. So, based on that, you are going to get lot of things, right? And it is going to help you to just demonstrate in the interview process. Now, let's suppose if I have done the Palo Alto courses, then do I have the job available in the market? So trust me, there are a lot of jobs. You just have to go and search here, Palo Alto jobs in India, or maybe any city you can put. You are going to go in the Naukri.com. You are going to find a lot jobs are available. So you can see here, if I just go and find the work from home job, you can see work from office, there are 7,500. Hybrid 306 jobs are available. Remote is just 226 jobs are available. And you just go and find based on the experience. So let's suppose you are going to fall within the 10 year of the range, right? 0 to 10 year. Still, you have the lot of opportunity available. See, Palo Alto Firewall L2 engineer that's available in the Pune. You can see this is the senior staff cloud security Palo Alto. So there are a lot of jobs and see the salary range also. Some are the 12 to 22, some are not disclosed. This is not disclosed. This is not disclosed. So once you apply, might be HR is going to discuss with you and they will ask your budget and they will share their budget. If it is going to matchable, then they will proceed for the interview process. So you just go and see. You are going to find this is the network data Palo Alto, L for Palo Alto engineer. You can see Palo Alto engineer. A lot of jobs are available. Even you can see SCL Lucknow is hiring, Entity Data is hiring, TCS is hiring. You can see Infogain is hiring. So you can find a lot of jobs are available in Naukri.com. Just you have to prepare your the profile. You have to add your keywords, and based on that, once your keyword is going to be added in the profile, then they are going to give you the lot of kind of the opportunity to the recruiter who is going to connect with you, and you are going to get the new jobs. Right? Makes sense? So trust me, if you are going to learn the Palo Alto Firewall, there are a lot of opportunity in the market. Any question at this point anyone have? Let me know. Now, I can see somebody's put in chat. Let me see. So Raja Isko, what if you are working with non-IT role and switch my career in the Palo Alto, and what are the package and opportunities? So Kumar, would be great you can speak with me. I want to understand something. Uh, what does mean non-IT role? Means you are in some backend supports. What you are doing? Can you just tell us something so I can just guide you in the right way?
Sir, I was working as an AV engineer,
Okay.
which is having 3.5 years of experience.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
currently, I want to switch to networking role,
Mm-hmm.
and which is good to be add. Palo Alto will be the added experience to my value add.
Okay.
It will be
So,
evaluate my experience. That's why I'm asking this question.
so do you have any CCNA level of knowledge?
Yeah, currently I'm doing that CCNA.
Okay, it's currently doing. So if you're doing the CCNA or you have done the CCNA, the prerequisite you have the basic networking fundamentals, right? If you have the CCNA level of knowledge, you can go and do the Palo Alto. So you have the CCNA knowledge and you have the Palo Alto. So it's a good chance you're going to crack very good jobs from the market. It's a very good opportunity. It's a combination of the Palo Alto and CCNA and CCNP, always going to give the very good opportunities. So it's a very good field, Kumar Raja, and definitely you're going to get a lot of opportunity in the market. So initially, if you don't have the experience, might be you're going to get initial range of the salary for the network engineer might be the 5 to 7, 6 to 8. It totally depends how much you are going to showcase your experience. If you are able to prove my relevant experience 3.5 years is networking, then it is going to give the hike. But if you're not going to prove that, then they will consider as a fresher. So might be they're going to offer initial package 3 to 4, 5, and 6 LPA. But once gradually you learn the things and you start doing work for the networking, and then after 1 year you're going to apply for different organization, you're going to get more hikes. Okay, Kumar.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Any other questions anyone have? Ramesh, you want to ask something? I can see you just want to discuss something. Let me know if you want to ask. All right, so let me move further. So next one, hold on guys. So the lab, you can see I just showed the topology, same thing. That is the 24/7 labs is going to be accessible, and that is going to give the hands-on experience. And the lab topology I showed you, just sample, so you can just refer that. Now moving to the course content, right? So the Palo Alto, if I talk about the course content in the Palo Alto, we have total 12 modules, right? So in very first module, we are going to discuss about the Palo Alto platform and the architectures. That means we have to understand about the product first. Means what is the Palo Alto firewall, how this Palo Alto has been designed, what is the way of the working of the Palo Alto firewall, how the packet processing is going to be happen. Means if I just want to explain packet flow, which I explain definitely later on. So how the step-by-step packet flow is going to happen in the Palo Alto firewall. So that also we have to understand what is the SP3 architectures, right? How it is going to process the any kind of the packet with the different hardware modules, how network processor is going to come in a picture, how security processor is going to in a picture, how the buses are going to be connected to just make the network and security processor to work together, how my management plane is going to work, how my data plane is going to work, what is my control plane CPU, what is my data plane CPU. That's come in the platform and architecture, which I explain in the very detailed. So you are going to get very good insight about that. Okay. So that is the platform. Then we land after understanding the platform and architecture. That's a totally theoretical. Okay. In this, we are going to understand the packet flow. So even you can see this is a single path architecture and the packet flow. So I'll just break down this topic in the further subtopics. So you are going to get right understanding for the each and every topics in very detail. Then we are going to land on the initial configuration. You can see this is the initial configuration. So let's suppose you have the requirement to have the very brand new firewall. Somebody give you the very brand new firewall and you have to do the configuration on that. So how you are going to start the configuration? The very big challenge. If I have the very brand new firewall, what is my first approach? How I can start doing the firewall? So that first approach, right? First time, if I want to configure the PA firewall, then what is the step by step? How I can take the console? How to take console, right? And how to take GUI access, that we have to understand. Okay, and I'll just make sure if I have the physical firewall, how I can decode that physical firewall. Let me show you something. So let's suppose I have the physical firewall. So we have to understand their hardware architecture as well. So we have to understand their hardware architecture, means how the physically firewall is going to be look like. So we have to understand each and every ports, why I am going to use the management port, why I am going to use my console port. Let me just show you. So you can see this is my firewall hardware module. So you can see a lot of RJ45 cables are there. We have also fiber ports. Why you are using these fiber ports, copper ports? We have the HA ports. We have the management port. We have the console port. Hold on, guys. Let me just close it. We have the console port. Again, we have the small console port. We have the some LED. We have the fans, management port. So these functionality also we have to understand so that when you are just executing any changes in the Palo Alto firewall, you at least know why I'm using this port configuration and what is the use of this port. Because it's very important, guys. If you don't know the product and you have to configure that product, so how you're going to do that? So it's very important to understand the physical hardware architecture. So we have the different firewall models, and I will explain. Let me just show you. Yeah. So let's suppose I'm going to open this particular PPT. So even we have to understand different firewall models. Let's suppose I have the PA220. Then what kind of the processing they have, what kind of the hardware architecture they have, what kind of the feature they have. If I have the higher model of the firewall, which I'm showing 820 right now, which I was showing in the physical diagram, then how firewall it is going to look like. If I'm going on the 320 means 3220 firewall, then how it is going to look like. If I'm going in the more upgraded version 5000 series of firewall, then how it is going to look like. If I'm going in the more 7000, then how it is going to look like. So every concept, their parameters, their data sets also we have to understand. It's a very important, right? So that's why I'm saying once we start our session and we start learning one by one, then you are going to get more insight from initial configuration to the all hardware architectures. Once we have the very solid understanding, right? Once we have the very solid understanding, then we'll move ourselves in the network security, right? Means sorry, firewall security and NAT policies. So policy is something, without knowing the policy, you cannot control the configuration. So you can see we have to understand policy framework, we have to understand the policy administrations, and also we have to understand how many NAT rules we have to configure and why we require that much NAT rules. Source NAT, destination NAT, U-turn NAT, dual NAT. So these all NAT we have to explore, we have to do testing, and we have to understand. And at the same time, we have to understand about the different interface configuration. You can see this is the initial configuration, and also we have the interface configuration. You can see might be this is missing here, right? So we have to understand the interface configuration. So firewall can be deployed. What is the security zone? What is the layer 2 interface? What is the virtual wire? What is the tap mode? What is the sub interfaces? How to DSCP can be created? How the virtual router can be created? So everything we have to understand, and based on that, we have to perform lot of labs. So you can see these two might be you heard, sub interface might be you heard, DSCP might be heard, but what about the virtual wire? Why are you using that? What is the tap mode deployment? Why are you using that? What is the use of the security zone in the Palo Alto firewall? This is a very special in the Palo Alto firewall. What is the virtual router? So this also we have to understand, and then followed by the our all previous configuration and the security NAT policies. If I move in the next section, that is the fifth module is the application identification. Means let's suppose any application you are processing by the Palo Alto firewall, it could be your WhatsApp application, it could be your Facebook application, it could be your might be it is going to be your any kind of Instagram application. So how based on the applications you can filter the traffic, you can make sure right user can access the right applications. Means you have the granular control any application which is going to process through your network, and your firewall should have the proper control, and it is only going to allow that is a legitimate for your organization need. It's not like every application is going to be allowed, not like that. So we have to understand the concept of the application filter, application group, and then we have to inspect the content. What is the content? So any packet, if I'm going to draw, let's suppose I'm going to draw the packet. So any packet if I'm going to use, these packets have the lot of informations. So let's suppose I'm going to use this packet. So packets have a lot of information. So let's suppose here I have the source IP address. Uh, let's start with source MAC, right? We have destination MAC. We have the source IP address. We have destination IP address. We have the source port. We have the destination port. We have the applications which I'm discussing. We have the another URL and other things also. We have additional things, and then finally we have the payload. So payload is actual data. So if I want to inspect my data, inspect my data, then is the data is affected by any virus. Somebody is trying to do the spying activity of my network. Somebody is trying to do the vulnerability of my network. Somebody is trying to do URL filtering, DOS filtering, data filtering. So everything is going to be protected by using the content ID. That means it is going to inspect your content and many more things also available. Let me just move to the next slide. So you have the file blocking, security policy, DOS also you have. So based on that, it is going to do all the inspections and they are going to provide granular control of any content, any payload is going to process from your Palo Alto firewall, right? So this is how you can understand about the content ID and you are going to get the real lifetime protection. I'll show you in the lab. You can see, let me show you. Let me go here. You can see in my lab topology, we are using the real Kali Linux machine here, right? So this Kali Linux machine is going to give the real time attack. Okay, I will do the real time vulnerability attack. I will do the, this is not lab. Let me stop it. Let me open the new one. So this is my lab. So you can go here and you can see this is my firewall, right? This firewall is going to attacked by the Kali Linux machine. So it is going to do the vulnerability attack. Might be it is going to give the any kind of DOS attack, any spying activity, any kind of the virus is going to process, any DOS attack is going to, so anything is going to happen that I will protect by using the Palo Alto file. I'll show the live. Even if you want to see right away, let me show you. There is already configuration has been done for our ongoing lectures, right? So you can understand how this has been configured. Probably I'll show you later, okay? I'll just go through the firewalls. I'll show you how it is going to look like. Let me open the browser and let me see what is the firewall IP address. So I will log in just for your reference. So I will log in the firewall. And let me show you. So I'll just check show system info. The firewall IP is 103. So I'll go and log in the firewall. This is my firewall. So I will log in and you can understand how this security profile has been created and how it is going to apply in the different policies. Right? So you're going to give the, real time, packets process through the firewall and then firewall is going to protect you. So it is going to take a little bit of time. I'll show you, right? So let me move here. So content ID is going to be inspected and we have to do the real-time virus protections, antivirus spyware, vulnerability, URL filtering, DOS filtering, data filtering, that everything is going to be happen. Moving further, right? File blocking wildfire. Wildfire is something, file blocking. Let's suppose you want to block some file, PDF file, any Excel file, any other data file. That is also possible. You can do that without any problem, right? So wildfire is something, the new term might be going to hear, zero day attack. What is zero day attack? Let's suppose any kind of the virus, which is, or any kind of the malicious vulnerability is going to, or malware is going to enter through your firewall and the firewall doesn't have the signature to protect them. Means you can just think in this way, you have a disease and that disease doesn't have the antidote available in the market. So how you are going to protect that? Just take an example, the COVID. COVID was there and once COVID was there was no any medicine available. So people was unable to protect that COVID. So what happened? After that, they have to start searching how I can discover the medicine so that anything which is affecting and spreading this COVID that can be controlled. So similar way, the wildfire is something. Let's say suppose there is no medicine, there is no signature for any virus, any anti-spyware, any kind of the vulnerability. So they are going to do the real-time analysis on the cloud base. There are some sandbox sitting in the cloud, and based on that, they are going to give you the protection. That's the zero day attack. So that's the wildfire come in a picture, and it is going to give you the real-time protection. So that we'll discuss and we'll integrate how it is going to happen. Then we have the SSL decryption. This SSL decryption is something that is we have the two type of traffic. One is the HTTP traffic and another is the HTTPS traffic. So HTTP traffic that is going to work on the port 80. We have the HTTPS traffic that is going to work on port 43. So HTTP is always going to be non-secure traffic. This is going to be secure. So any website you are going to access, that always going to be secure, encrypted. So let's suppose you sending a traffic through the HTTPS website, which is very secure, but that website is going to carry any malware, any virus, any kind of the data leak is going to be happen. So how it is going to be inspected by the Palo Alto firewall? Because already it's encrypted. So firewall is never going to understand. So if you want to understand those kind of the requirements, so you have to use the SL decryptions, right? Good, Anthony. You have the Anthony saying he have the brand new Palo Alto Firewall 3.4 series. So it's for you or it's for company, Anthony?
Company, sir.
Company. Okay. So you want to configure?
So, yeah, because I want to configure, sir.
Okay. So if you need my help, just let me know. Okay. Just reach out on this
Okay,
number. I'll help you to just
okay,
make the configuration. Okay. No worry for
I
that.
understand. Sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So SSL decryption is something based on that we are going to make sure my any HTTPS traffic, HTTPS traffic, that is a secure traffic, even it is processing through my network, that is going to be full inspected by the Palo Alto firewall. It is going to decrypt your traffic. After decrypting your traffic, they are going to apply the right inspection. So any malware, anything is not going to be process from the firewalls, right? This is your SSL decryption. So we'll do a deep dive on it later on. Don't worry. Now, next moving to the user ID that we do the real-time AD integrations. You can see in this lab also. Let me show you. So here you can see in this lab we have the AD server. So I'll integrate the real AD and based on the user which are in the AD, we'll create the firewall policies. So that also we'll see that how it is going to happen. That is going to be part of the under user ID and we'll see how the step by step it is going to be done. And then after we understand the VPN, like how the site to site VPN is going to be configured, how the client to site VPN is going to come, that is my global protect. Okay. And after this VPN is going to very, theoretical and practical both. So I'll just explain how it is going to be IPsec phase 1, IPsec phase 2 parameters. What is my tunnel mode? What is my transport mode? What is the AH protocol? What is the ESP protocol? And which mode we should use, tunnel or trans mode, which protocol we should use, what is IKE version, what is the main mode, what is the aggressive mode, what is the quick mode, that all we have to understand in the VPN theoretically, and then also we do the practice as well. Okay, and global protect is also there. So client to side VPN is also going to be covered. And then we'll discuss about the management and reportings, where we'll discuss about how the basic dashboard report you are going to pull, basic logging, basic report, panorama concept, everything we are going to discuss on it. And we also discuss about the high ability, right? So high ability means we configure the HA active passive, both will configure and we'll do the lab testing. So this is the total modules which we are going to discuss, and after that you are going to get the certification from the GUINET. Also, you're going to get lab access. You are going to get some one-to-one mentoring session. Also, you're going to get job assistant, lifetime video access. So everything is going to be there. Don't worry about that. But this is how the course is going to be structured throughout the session. So total we have the 12 module, 13 module, one module is missing or might be some renaming is there, right? So we have to just correct, but this is the total modules and everything is going to cover. And this is not something designed by me. It is like if you have to do this all modules, you are going to be eligible for these two certifications, PCNSA and PCNSE. So PCNSE is also completed. PCNSE is also come. The module we designed. I'll show you the from the Palo Alto official dashboard also how it is going to look like. But yes, PCNSA and PCNSA both you are going to do the certification if you want. But I would recommend don't go for the PCNSA, go for the PCNSE. because it's not prerequisite to do the PCNS A for the PCNSE. So that is for the expert levels. You don't waste your money. Directly go and do that certifications. Okay. Now let me back to the. If you go here, Palo Alto Education. And you just find it here. Let me see. And you just go in the certifications. So here you go here, network security. You are going to find this is a legacy PCNSE. They have just changed the certification. This has become the legacy, but this is again same. Now they have general network security generalist. They have created the security service edge engineer, next generation firewall engineer. So they have different name right now, but earlier they have the this legacy engineer. So if you just click on it, you just see you want to learn more, you are going to find this is the network security engineer PCNSA, right? In this exam format, if you want to find the data sets, you are going to get these labels. So you have this 175 USD, same thing I mentioned in my PPT. And this is like they have the English language, they are 90-minute time, multiple choice questions, targeted audience. And see, this is the core concept. You have to understand the Palo Alto firewalls. Then you have to understand this all like layer 2 interface. What I just look back interface, decryption mirror interface, VLANs. Then you have to understand decryption deployment strategy, decryption type, enforce user ID. You have to do that user ID configuration. So deploy the configuration core concept, SSL, TLS. So the same thing they have to define into multiple subtopics, NAT, routing, policy, everything they have mentioned, right? Site to site tunnel, service routes, we have to understand. SAN QS. So this is the same thing we are going to cover, right? GRE, IPsec, and if you want to do the tagging and all, SL, outbound proxy, troubleshooting. So if you want to become the like PCNSA engineer, you just have to follow the same roadmap, and it is more like topic wise. They have added a lot of things, right? And we just give the broader topic, and you are going to get like see commit type of the schedule. There are some small automatic commit recovery, licensing, commit recovery features. So they just divide the multiple subtopics. So that's why you're saying like a lot of topics are here, but yes, it is all covered in our modules and it is already aligned with the course content. So you don't have to worry about anything, and then we'll start doing the detailed discussion on it. Anyone have any question, guys? Please let me know. Anyone have any questions? Okay, so what we can do here, so
Excuse me.
if you guys not have any questions, what we can do that we'll start this section by this Friday, or might be the this Friday only we start. So you guys have to work with your counselor, right? And you have to complete your all enrollment process. Then we can meet in the class, and we have to do that first day of the learning. Why we need a firewall, and we will understand the concept. We understand the Palo Alto. We try to just do the different firewall comparison between the Cisco, Palo Alto FortiGate, and then we'll talk about the Palo Alto portfolio, and then we'll discuss about the why Palo Alto, and then we process the further. All right. So if no further question, we can conclude it here, and we'll do the next level of learning in the next class, where we'll start our actual topic. All right, guys. Any question? Then please ask me, because it's more about the demonstrations, course discussions, and Q&A session. So if you guys not have any question, we can conclude here.
Excuse me, sir. This is Anthony.
Yes, Anthony.
Supposed to when you start the new class, sir?
This week only we're going to start, this Friday. This Thursday or Friday we are going to start anyhow. Okay, Anthony?
Okay, understand, sir.
Same time. All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you again next class. Okay, then. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank